Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Elmcreek here in Farming Simulator 22. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. We're standing over here talking to this plant, the soybeans, for reasons we'll get into in a second. I guess my mic wasn't recording. So, we're going to do a quick intro here. I am going to show you a time-lapse of us harvesting our final field of corn, which we did. We just finished harvesting it, and I'm happy with it. It did come out very good. We got a good harvest off it, almost a full tank in the combine, which was very nice, and all in all, not a bad harvest to end on. So I'm going to show you that time lapse, and then afterwards I'll bring you guys back and chit chat about a couple things. So I hope you did all enjoy that time lapse. We are here, just finished unloading everything, and it was honestly a pretty good yield. We got, where's my corn? A little bit farther down? Nope, right here. We got about 8,700 liters, which was great. And what I want to talk about is pretty much how I feel we did in the last year on this game. So it's a little bit longer than a year. I think we start in August, and I ran, I think, pretty well. Most of it was on average 2-day seasons. In the beginning it was 1 day. I tried out 3 days, so it's all in all been a little bit of a flippy floppy part during this, but I think we got a good yield for this harvest. Most of this was from this end of the season harvest, which was great. I think we got very good yields and would be very good for us going forward in relation to money, production buildings, and so on. One of the things we looked at were some of the production buildings we could have looked into getting if we were to continue into the next season. So if you hopped into production, I was kind of just looking at what corn could be used in, and the only thing I found was the cereal factory. So corn is really only useful for cereal, so I probably would have sold it just because of its cost. But I was considering the grain mill. I think there's a smaller version of the grain mill as well. Or is it just the bakery and the carpentry that have a smaller version? I know a couple of the buildings have smaller versions. I can just never remember which ones. Carpentry, dairy, spinnery. Yeah, so it doesn't have one for that, so I'd have to get up some money for it. But the grain mill I think would have been great. That would have increased our profits for everything that we'd be selling. So, for example, barley right now sells for, what's its best price? $5.55. So if we were to grind that up and turn it into, where would it have been turned into? Canola oil, lettuce, planks, fertilizer, slurry, digestate. Well, I don't actually know, but we'll use canola instead. Its best price is $1,300. So we'd make, I'm just going to roughly say 7,000. Obviously, I know it'd be more than that. But if we were to put it into this here, it would have been 3,400 bucks. Probably an increase of like 140%. So that'd be very nice to be able to do. So I think if, when I come back to this series in the future, and we start over, I think I want to maybe not, I pushed real hard for the spinnery early, forgetting kind of how slow wool production is. But now that we've kind of gotten it going, it's been good. So, it's kind of an up and down thing you got to kind of pay attention to. I went in hard on that. I probably shouldn't have. There were a couple other things that I really wish I could have changed. But we've got a 500 fabric plus probably 1,000 sitting there and another 500 being formed. And I think we sold a pallet. So that was about 2,500 wool this whole year. And I think that if we had put the money instead towards the grain mill, I feel we could have made more money and then maybe gotten into animals a little after. So being able to look back on that, I think that was a real big help. Getting 2 of these big greenhouses up front was dumb. I should not have done that. It was just, hey, let's get a ton of money up front, and it didn't end up producing as much as I'd have hoped. I think they did end up turning down the pricing on that in the big patch, but hey, that's the point of this. You know, it's a new game. You got to learn some stuff. The things I did love was the sales here. I know I got a ton of my equipment on sale. A majority of this garage, I can tell you, I got on sale. I think I paid... I wish I told you. So I'm trying to remember. I got the Fent. That was on sale, I think, the day we were buying things. This I bought brand new. This I bought brand new. I know this corn header was bought used, right? Yeah, that one was... No, actually, I bought that new. Okay. But I know there was a bunch of stuff here. That was used. This was used. Yeah, 45 months. So it's cool to see. I like the option. The used equipment was great to have. And you can still buy other stuff at full price. So it was very nice. One other decision I wish I had paid attention to and made early on, and I talked about it a couple episodes back, was for the conventional bales, which I like because you can work them by hand. It's a cool concept. We're able to do the stuff. I wish I had picked up this, the multi-pack D14. So that'll pick up 14 bales and put them in a stack for you. Let's see if I can beat this car. Ooh, don't do that in real life, kids. But yeah, this is what it does. It takes 14 bales and puts it in this stack here, and it all stays together. You can break down the stack, but at the same time, you know, it's 9,800, so we'll just say 10, 20, 30, 40,000 liters of bales nicely stacked right there, instead of me having to do this, which, yeah, looks more natural, but also looks like garbage. You know, so I kind of wish I had picked that up earlier, but... You know, things happen. Like there was a broken bit in the seed for grass, and it cost me a fortune to plant this field. The amount I paid in seed for this field, you probably could plant almost every field, like at least half the fields in this lower section of the map. You know, so some of the stuff was caused by me, some of it was not. You know, so all in all, it was fun. I've learned a lot. I hope you all did too, watching me play through a lot of this stuff. I tried to show you everything I was doing in hopes that we'd be able to kind of work through it together. But as I said, this year's harvest was great. We'll say 7,000, 17,000, 7,000, 7,000, 5,000, and 9,000. So all in all, this would be great amounts of money coming in next year. Hopefully some of it would go towards a new production building, which would most likely be the cereal factory, just to kind of get us some more stuff going. We did buy this farm down here, and I really wish these buildings were usable. So that's one of the things I love a lot about the modded maps, is when you buy, for example, if we were to buy Ravenwood Farm on a lot of the modded maps, these would all be usable buildings I'd be able to access. Like, this is the only usable part on any of these buildings, is this garage right here. And you can't even open this door. You know what I mean? It was kind of a bummer. It would have been cool if we could have used these silos. That would have been fantastic. But nope. No silo access on this. Everything here is a decorative building. And it was really kind of sad, you know. But, you know, that's just a map maker's thing. I really wish that, you know, the devs would do something about that. Like, put this silo in over here, you know, or something along those lines. Because these places don't come cheap. You have to put a lot of money into buying these places, and if you could get some usable buildings, like a house or something, it'd be great, you know, because, for example, the actual place they want you to buy when you first start, which is right over here, if you play and actually get given the land at the start, you get over here, and you can park stuff in this building, you can sleep in this, there's actually a house that's right here normally that you can sleep in. This is a 2-bay garage with a repair station in it. And you don't get that if you buy any of the other farmyards, which is kind of a bummer. I wish they'd balance that out to the other farmyards. It would be very nice. But that was really my only issue map-wise. I loved everything else about it. It was very nice. It was very enjoyable. And as I said, I really hope you all enjoyed too. Enjoyed learning along with me and playing along with the bits that we did. But this is going to be it from me for Farming Sim for a little while. I don't know when it's coming back. I just know that we are going to come back. I just need to get myself out of, I called it a rut earlier, and I feel that's wrong. A rut is not the correct term. I just feel like I'm just in a circle, just continuously doing the same thing over and over without varying how I'm doing it in here, and I can't think of a way to break that. So I'm gonna take some time off. A fresh look, you know, a new perspective could help, and feedback. Comments, as I said, are always appreciated in every video, no matter what I'm doing. As long as it's constructive, it's helpful, you know. So let me know what you think. If this was a series you liked, let me know. And you know, if we get a big enough calling, I may be able to come back sooner. I genuinely don't know. So that's how it is with content for me at this moment. But as I said, there's still going to be other stuff going on. I have a Minecraft series going on. I have an Assassin's Creed series going on. I have another series that is going to be coming back in the next week or two, which I know pretty much made my channel. So if you were a fan of Techtopia at all, make sure you swing on in for that. That should be coming back in the next couple of weeks. But all in all, I want to thank you all for the support on this series. It's been fantastic. I really enjoyed playing this. There's so many things that have piled up on it that just make me not want to play it, and at the same time can't play it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it. I want to thank you all again for all of the support on this and all the other series we play on this channel. And you know, signing out for the last time here from Elmcreek. As always, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy. And I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.